Sometimes we have a mission or a cause that we think is critically important, but others may not see it that way. Frank Stokes and the Monuments Men believed that saving priceless artworks from being taken or destroyed by the Nazis or being taken by the Russians was a cause worth dying for. Stokes believed that saving artworks was a part of saving our heritage, our civilization. When we believe so much in our cause, our life has significance. We're not always going to find that others believe that that's important. They might say, well, okay, good for you, whatever. And we might feel like we're a voice in the wilderness crying out saying, but this is important. I'm going to give my life to this cause. Maybe we'll find very few fellow travelers. Maybe we'll find none. It's not easy, but whether we have one fellow traveler or none, whether we find that nobody really believes in our mission or cause, if we believe it's important enough, then we've got to find a way to move on, dig deep, and fight for what we believe in, even if others, they may not just think it doesn't matter. They may not agree. They might completely disagree in our cause and what we're doing. But you've got to really stand up and fight for what you believe in, even if others either ignore it or even think it's wrong. Stand up for what you believe in. And that's what this movie shows. Frank Stokes and the Monuments Men, they fought to save artworks from being destroyed and stolen. They fought to make sure these artworks were brought back to their original owners as best they could, or at least I'm sure their family members. That's a noble mission. And clearly, as we saw in the movie, there were countless Allied commanders that were like, we don't think this mission is worth dying for, and so we're not going to help you, time and time again. And sometimes life is like that. Sometimes we will not just be ignored, we will not be supported at all by those that we know in a mission that we feel like that we're off the charts passionate about, is our life of significance. But we need to find a way to persevere and move on, even if others may not agree and may not support us.